This game turned on a totally predictable, yet inexplicable, horrific Lamar pick. The Ravens were up 7-3 with the ball.
Bro, with him saying that, you would think the interception happened in the third or fourth quarter. Like, dude, he threw it in the first quarter. Now, granted, it was a great pick. I will say there was two defenders in his face. He shouldn't have thrown the ball. Fine. But to say the whole game turned, he just messed up the whole game in the first quarter.
People can be mad at me, but here are the facts of it. In the last 30 games Lamar has played, multiple turnovers in 3 of them. The AFC Championship game against Kansas City, the divisional round against Buffalo, and Sunday against Kansas City. I guess that's a coincidence.
This is what he did. Notice how he mentioned against Mahomes and Josh Allen. He didn't mention against anyone else. As if there aren't other great teams in the league. He mentioned nobody else, just those specific games. How funny is that? Yeah, you could say it's coincidence. It's also coincidence how you bringing up those 3 games and no other games he had in the past 30 games against any other elite teams.
He also, in those 3 games, had inexplicable fumbles out of nowhere.
The Bills won in the postseason last year, so you got to do your research. That it wasn't inexplicable. Yes, he should have went down, but at the end of the day, the whole play broke down because the center threw the ball at all the way over here, so he had to try to catch it and it messed up his rhythm. So let's really talk about what happened pre-fumble.
All-time great legendary player who sadly gets tight in his biggest spots and plays his worst in his biggest moments.
Okay, this narrative, I'm gonna destroy this narrative. I'm gonna take y'all back. 2019 MVP. You know what Lamar Jackson did? I remember he faced prime Russell Wilson, and that's what he did to him. Dog walked him. I remember he faced the Rams. You know the Rams went to Super Bowl that year? Yeah, he beat them like 45-6. Dog walked him. I remember he faced the greatest quarterback ever in Tom Brady. Guess what he did? Dog walked him. But I guess those games didn't happen. I know people want to sit there and ignore it all because he lost to the Titans. Whatever. Let's talk about the following year. You know, when he redeemed himself and won the playoff game against the Titans. I guess he messed up in big spots, right? But hell, he got his first playoff win. Damn, that's way too far. Okay, fine. Let's go 2 years ago. Let's go to MVPs here. Yeah. What about when he beat the Rams in the close game by touchdown? That's a clutch performance. What about when he dog walked the Niners? When he dog walked your boy Trevor Lawrence? You know, the Niners game also won him the MVP. What about when he dropped 50 against the Dolphins? I guess those aren't big games, right? I guess, what about when he dog walked the Texans with people looking at C.J. Stroud like he's the greatest rookie quarterback ever? Oh, he's going to upset Lamar. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you picked him to beat Lamar, Nick Wright. And what happened in that game? Dog walked him. But I guess it doesn't matter because he lost to the Chiefs the next game, so you just look past that. Let's talk about last year. Let's talk about last year in the big spots. Yeah, we were 0-2. We played the Bills. Guess what we did to the Bills? Your boy Josh Allen, dog walked him. Dog walked him. But I guess you don't talk about that. It's funny how that game apparently didn't happen. You know, it's week 3 and it didn't happen. It was not a big game. Yeah, but week 4 is a big game. Funny how that works, but all right. Face the Steelers. What do? Dog walk them. Because the Steelers are Lamar's kryptonite. Dog walked them. Then, here comes the playoffs. Oh, Lamar's not going to do it. The Steelers are going to get in his head. He gets tight. Nick Wright said that. And guess what happened? Dog walked them. But I guess that didn't happen because of what happened against the Bills. Because you always bring up the Bills, but you don't bring up the postseasons that have happened since then. Titans, Texans, and then Steelers. So when you saying that whole he doesn't show up in big moments, that's a stupid lie. By the way, last year against the Chiefs, in the first game of the year, they're literally one likely foot in from tying the game in the clutch. But I guess that didn't happen either, right? Does Lamar get nervous in playoff games? Yes. Does he get tight? Yes. Has he sat there in every big game? He's been tight and can't get it done. That is a flat out fucking lie. And it is the biggest narrative in the NFL, and it makes no sense. He's beaten Josh Allen before. First of all, we're bringing up his record in the regular season. Patrick Mahomes, who cares? You don't care when he plays great in the regular season because you think he's going to fold in the postseason, but now you're bringing up his regular season record against Patrick Mahomes. Who cares? You don't care about the regular season, clearly. So why are you bringing up his record? I don't care if Lamar Jackson doesn't beat these dudes in the regular season. It's all about postseason. And he's only faced Mahomes once, and he's faced Josh Allen twice. And in the second half of the Bills game last year, he was fantastic. The fumble, I don't blame on him. The interception, I do. Every big game he loses, that's just so not true, man. Winning big games is what got him the MVP in 2023. It's what got him the MVP in 2019, bro. He has 2 back-to-back wild card wins. Well, divisional win against the Texans, wild card last year. It's just not true. You need to stop sitting there acting like if you lose to Josh Allen and Mahomes, those are the only big games he plays. Because it's not damn true. It's not the fact that we think it's so unfair to critique him. But it's the fact that you are sitting here taking away greatness he does by depicting him against the Chiefs and the Bills is nonsense. And it is a dead narrative that you've had for the past 2 years, and it definitely needs to stop.